My goal for this video is that by the end, you should have all the knowledge and tips that you need to be able to make your own cake pops. It's gonna be a long one, but it'll be worth it, I swear. And if you just saw a stand mixer and started scrolling, I promise you can do this by hand too. You're gonna grab a box cake mix, and instead of the oil, use half a cup of sour cream. Bake as normal, and then as soon as it comes out of the oven, toss it either in your stand mixer if you have one, or you can mix it by hand. But be careful, okay? Be careful. It does work though. I did do that before I had a stand mixer. And that's gonna give you your Play-Doh-like consistency of your cake pop dough, which is what you want. You'll wanna make sure that your dough comes back to room temperature before you get to rolling or shaping. And then what I do is I roll my cake pop dough out to 1/2 inch thick. This rolling pin has those depth guides on the side. And then the cutter that I'm using is from Daisy Makes. I do have a link and a discount code in my profile if you're interested. This tray is also from Daisy Makes. The bottom of that tray corresponds with the top of your cake pop shape so that when you insert your sticks, it doesn't deform your cake pops at all. So for every different cutter that Daisy Makes has, there's a different tray. Not totally necessary, but really, really helpful, especially if you're making a lot. Okay, and then the fun part. My favorite part is the dipping process. So I'm using a compound chocolate. I purchased mine from Stover & Company. I also have the link in my profile. There's no discount code, just the link to their website. This is a compound chocolate, so they come in like little wafers. If you see candy wafers, candy melts, chocolate melts, anything like that is really similar. I like Stover & Company a lot because it's more creamy and just more like chocolate tasting than some of their super, super sweet candy melts. I recently started taking the temperature of my chocolate, and between 92 and 95 degrees is like the perfect temperature for dipping. I don't have to thin my chocolate out with anything because this brand just melts down really beautifully and creamy, but if you do have to thin your chocolate out at all, you can use some vegetable oil or some Paramount crystals. I have a lot of my supplies linked on my Amazon storefront, so you can check there for, I have like a cake pop starter kit link that has basically everything that I use. And if I use it in a video, it's probably somewhere on my links. I get asked a lot if you can save the extra chocolate if you don't use it all. And yes, you can, as long as you store it correctly. And these containers that I use are also linked to my Amazon. They have lids and they're airtight, so I just store these in my cabinet. And then of course we have to finish all of our cake pops off with a little bit of edible glitter. I also have a discount code for Shine Dessert Glitter that's linked in my profile as well. And then I get my bags for individual wrapping from Clear Bags. That was the item number there. I buy these in bulk, but I also have some bags linked on my Amazon storefront under packaging. I hope this was helpful. I have a lot of specific tutorials on my page, but wanted to do one that was kind of all encompassing. But if you have any other questions, please let me know.